Welcome back, you guys, to the Butterfly Season podcast. We are on week 2 of the High Vibes Only series. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, High Vibes Only in its essence is really a holistic approach to building a lifestyle that cultivates positivity and like an empowering mindset, really just like enables you to navigate through life's changes with grace and attract more positive experiences to you. I want to be clear though. It's not about denying the existence of negativity in your life or being like delusional about your reality, but instead is about choosing to rise above and prioritize positivity in all aspects of your life. So that is High Vibes Only. That is what the High Vibes Only series is about. And today we're going to get into the concept of protecting your peace. And I want to dive into protecting your peace because I feel like it's a lot of the phrase is a saying that people just kind of throw around like, I'm protecting my peace. I'm protecting my peace. And sometimes tangibly, I'm like, I actually don't know what that means. And so think of protecting your peace like putting on your mental and emotional like armor. It just essentially means being aware of the choices you make to keep your headspace in the place that you want it to be, in a high vibes only space. And when you do that, it's you taking care of your inner you and making sure that your internal happiness is top priority. And so on this micro episode, we are going to talk about strategies to help you protect your peace, because now that you've dropped into this level of awareness with the high vibes only lifestyle, you start to notice things that like rock your peace a little bit. And so I just want to empower you. And so the first one is setting emotional boundaries and like safeguarding your emotional well-being, recognizing that like when something or someone is causing emotional distress, what steps can you take to distance yourself and address the issue? And so that often entails an immediate response to a situation or an interaction, right? But remember what we were talking about in previous episodes. An immediate response should be a regulated response. It shouldn't be a reactive response. It should be from a place of like, okay, like I'm not doing this because I don't feel seen or heard or X, Y, and Z. I'm doing this. I might not feel seen, heard, but I'm not responding from like the inner child in me that doesn't have the tools to respond appropriately to actually create change in the situation. And so an example would be like, if a conversation becomes heated, you may choose to like disengage to protect your peace. Or if the conversation becomes heated, you might say, hey, can we table this? I do want to close this loop on this conversation, but I want to do it when I'm feeling more emotionally regulated, because right now I'm not feeling like I have full control over my like emotional wherewithal. This is very subjective and personal, because protecting my peace for me is not the same as what it would mean to protect your peace. And so I want you guys to know that as you navigate and set your barometers around like what it means to protect your peace, it's very personal. It's prioritizing you and making choices to promote that harmony within yourself. So know that the strategies that I give here are just like an encouragement. Like, try this on for size, see if it feels good. If it doesn't, try something else, but just understand the sentiment of what you're trying to create. And while you're doing it, I want you to just allow for some adaptability in real time. You can make a decision based off your emotional state in one instance, and then your immediate needs might change. And then you can make another decision based off your emotional state in another instance. Like the the like crazy structure around it is not needed. And so I just want you to know that there's no like predefined rules or predefined limits to what it means to protect your peace. It's personal, but it can always be flexible. So practice that today, practice that this week, figure out what it means to protect your peace, and let me know how it goes.